everyone, and welcome back to my junk journal. I'm in a grumpy mood today, I'm not gonna lie. I really am. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm just like grumpy, and I have lots of things to do, and it's about 5:30 p.m. I got most of it done. I have to teach a class tomorrow. I think that's what kind of set me off. Tomorrow I have to teach a prenatal class, and I usually have to pace my week so that I know what's coming up, and I usually teach on Saturday. So I thought I had an extra day to get ready, and then it dawned on me that today's Thursday and I'm teaching on Friday all day. So I had to get everything all done, and it's all done, and that's fine, but I've just had a bee in my bonnet, you know, just kind of grumpy. So I thought I'm going to do an art journal entry, because sometimes being creative will calm me down, and if it doesn't, then I'll just go to bed early. So I just wanted to show you, though, if you can see this page here, it is printed paper, but it's very, very, very plain. And I don't know if you've watched, I'm sure you have, Yoli's last couple of videos on her junk journal. Somebody had asked her where she gets the ideas for what to journal about. She had some great suggestions. I can even add to that sometimes you can write a letter to someone or write to yourself, dear self, and then today my day, blah, 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 and talk about your day. Or she suggested if you hear something, a quote or thought of the day, and write it down and then embellish on that later. So there are some really good tips out there on how to write in your journal. But if you're doing art journaling, sometimes people just get blocked as to how to be creative on the page they want to art journal. So I just want to show you something that I made up a couple of years ago that really helps me when I get blocked. I have this box here, and it was a mug, a really nice mug came in it. So I just added some printed paper. I'm not even sure what this paper was, and I put some thickers on there that says prompts on it. And then I typed out a whole bunch of different art journal prompts that you can use. You can see them on these little papers. And then what I do on a day like today, when I don't even want to think, and I've got my page, I will just go in and grab one, and that's how I'll create my page. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I have no idea what I'm going to grab. So this first one says, place elastic bands in paint on a brayer or a toilet paper roll, and then roll them over your page. So I just have to go find an elastic band, and I'll put it on my brayer. There's my brayer, and actually, you know what? I'm not going to use an elastic band. I'm going to use a string, because there's one right here, and I'm too lazy. So I'm just going to wrap the string around, but you could do this with elastic bands and a toilet paper roll, just like it says. And I'm going to just kind of tie this on here. And this really helps you create unique and different backgrounds to your pages. So while I'm tying this, I'm trying to think of what color I'm going to use. I think I'll use maybe some kind of a sort of a greenish color on here. So there, I'm just going to tie the other end back up to where it ended. I'm going to go grab my green paint. Hang on. Here's some green. So I've got my green paint, and I have this little book that I keep around here just for scraps. This is really when I'm really lazy. I could get my craft mat out, but being super lazy. So it's just an old book with scrap, like you can see there's scribbling in it, and just, so I'll use a scribbly page. And I'll let this kind of be my palette. So I'll pour out my green paint and roll up my brayer in the paint. Now let's just see what happens when I roll this on my page. So I'll just roll it, no rhyme, no reason. page. That actually looks kind of neat. There. Okay, so what is my next? I'll just leave this here to dry. I'll clean it up later. So my next tip is, so this is the one I had here. So I'll put it aside. I'll mix them up again and grab something out. Ooh. It says, drag black paint across and then dry and then sand a little bit of it off. Okay, hang on. Okay, I decided to not use black paint because I want to use black paint in my lettering that I'm going to be doing later, and I'm afraid I won't be able to see it. So I'm going to use pink. I just grabbed any old color. So I am going to, let's make sure this is dry. It's not quite dry. Let me dry it a little bit here. Okay, I just used my embossing gun to dry this off. So now I'm going to take my pink paint and just kind of dribble it all over. And you can use old credit cards, or you know those ones they always send you in the mail, those fake credit cards? They're perfect for art journaling. But I'm just using a hard fiber 1-box cardboard and literally drag it across the page. The cool thing about art journaling is that you're trying to get layering effect. So you can see the green paint poking through. And now you've got this pink layer on top. Got to get a scrap piece to clean it up a little bit. Hold on. This is very messy, but very, very, very fun. And I'm already feeling in a better mood. Take your frustrations out on your page. Just drag that pink paint all over until there's no more pink paint. There. I like how that looks. And again, because I'm not using the black, I'm not going to have a need to sand it. The sanding is just to make sure you can see the layers coming through. And this is another also reason why when you're doing your art junk journals, you've added this page, the scrapbook page here, because it makes your paper thick enough that you can mess around like this on top of it and it won't seep through to the other side. Okay, so let me try another one. So I put that, these are my first 2 prompts here. Now I'll dig around here. Another one. Oh, no, it says choose paint with your eyes closed, but I don't want to do that. Okay, I'll dig around for one other one. Okay. Tissue paper. So this one says tissue paper, and this one that I chose before that I didn't really want to do says choose your paint with your eyes closed. So now I'm going to combine these two. So let me go grab my tissue paper first, because I need my eyes open for that. Okay, here's my tissue paper. Now I'm just going to reach over here, close my eyes. They really are closed, I promise. And see. Okay. I grabbed this one. It feels empty. Oh, it's blue. Okay, that'll work. So you just take some tissue paper. Tear a piece off. There. And then splodge your paint out, if there's any even in here. I don't even know. Hang on. Yeah, like I say, I do not know why I'm grumpy. I think it's because I've got a really busy week coming up, and I'm torn between doing a whole bunch of things And I know that I physically can only do so many things. It's not that I don't want to do them or don't want to see people, but I just know I will have a major setback if I do everything that's planned. So yeah, I'm sort of torn with that. Okay, I had to use a brush because that paint, so that's kind of cheating a little bit, but whatever, they're my prompts, right? So here's my crunched up tissue, and so I'm just going to kind of add some globs on the page. This is a very pretty page, which is funny because I was not in a very pretty mood. There, that's really, really quite pretty. Okay, so that's 4 prompts that I've used so far. Pick one more and then I'll go on to doing my journaling. So, alright, stir them all up. And this one, it says stencils. Stencils. Okay. So I just used some stencils, I think, on a card. So I'm going to use that same stencil that I just bought at the dollar store. So hold on 1 second and I'll go and get it. Okay, here's the stencil I got at the dollar store. It is the coolest thing because look at, this one has birds on it and that one has a floral thing. I think I'll just do this floral thing right in the center like that. I'm just going to sort of tape it down a little bit. Look at my funky tape dispenser. Isn't that cute? Dollar store. And I got a matching stapler. Love it. I'm just going to lightly tape it down so it doesn't peel my paint up too much there. And then I am going to use my stencil with some gold, you know, this rub buff. Gold leaf stuff. I love the smell of this stuff. I do not know why, but I do. I'm just going to dab this down, and this is going to be my last prompt that I am going to do on my page. And although the prompt didn't say to do this, I'm going to edge the page in this gold as well. So these prompts are just kind of like a catalyst to get your mojo going. Some people are very good with the written word and some people need some help on the creative side. Okay, so I've got my background page all done the way I want it to be. And so what I plan on doing on this page is something that I need to hear today. It's a quote by Gandhi, where it says, you need to be the change you wish to see in the world. So, if I'm in a poopy mood and I'm grumpy and I'm being really miserable, how can I expect anything but that back? So I need to be a little bit kinder to everybody else and not make everybody else feel bad just because I do. So here's my page, You Must Be the Change You Wish to See in the World by Gandhi. And so with the help of my prompt box and my rubber stamps, I was able to very quickly do something creative on my page. And it certainly put me in a better mood. So again, if you are stuck in a creative block and not sure what to do, a prompt box might be just what you need. And I will put these on my blog and you can go ahead and print them and then cut them up and have a prompt box of your own. So we'll see you next time and thanks very much for watching. Bye.